There are a handful of nature-based project types that will consistently generate high volumes of verified water benefits for corporate water stewardship goals. When they're properly cited, designed, quantified, and independently verified, a single project may even support a majority of a company's annual water stewardship goals. And when paired with land control, nature-based projects will, in theory, continue providing benefits in perpetuity under proper maintenance and monitoring. So I'd love to share some real examples of nature-based projects and how they've actually generated real volumetric water credit. I'll start with one of the most impactful categories and one of my personal favorites, which is stream and floodplain restoration. So when a stream is reconnected to its natural floodplain, high storm flows regain access to spread out across wetlands and floodplain areas instead of being rapidly conveyed downstream. That interaction slows the movement of water, increases storage, extends residence time, and restores the opportunity for infiltration into shallow groundwater and even local aquifers. A common analogy in stream and floodplain restoration is that wetlands act like sponges. They store, slow, and filter water at scale, which leads to another important point. These projects can provide both volumetric water benefits and water quality benefits. By slowing runoff and routing water through restored wetland vegetation and the hypereic zone, these types of projects can reduce sediment and nutrient loads from reaching downstream waters as well. I'll continue with other projects such as agricultural BMPs, projects such as cover cropping, riparian buffers, reduced tillage, and improved irrigation management can all reduce runoff, sediment loss, and manage nutrient loading across large land areas, which is really where you get your bang for your buck with these types of projects. Because agriculture often represents a major share of water use and watershed impacts, these restoration and improvement projects can generate benefits at a really significant scale. And lastly, I'll mention green stormwater infrastructure, which can provide similar benefits, but in highly constrained urban environments. Projects such as bioretention basins and regenerative stormwater conveyance are designed to act very similarly to a floodplain restoration, but in this much more constrained setting. So similarly, these projects capture, infiltrate, and treat stormwater and ultimately help restore a more natural hydrologic function to this impaired and developed watershed. I'll finish by saying that most importantly, these practices are not theoretical. They've been studied and implemented for decades in major watershed restoration programs, such as the Chesapeake Bay program, which is one of the United States' largest water quality initiatives in history. This long-term research is key to making defensible water stewardship claims as water stress continues to increase, especially in the United States. Making these defensible claims through independent verification is the backbone of volumetric water benefit accounting. The root of VWBA is solving relevant watershed challenges. So a project cannot count toward a corporate water stewardship commitment simply because it's good for the watershed. The benefit needs to be quantified using an acceptable methodology and expressed in clear units over time so that true progress can be tracked. Companies with 2030 water positive and water replenishment goals are increasingly working with restoration partners across multiple watersheds to identify these nature-based projects where the ecological need is high, the benefits are measurable, and the impact can be credibly verified. The strongest projects are those that address real watershed challenges, and nature-based solutions are a great candidate to solve those challenges.